right. Almost put a hex on the whole thing, man. Almost put a hex on the whole thing. All right. Good morning. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's nice, bright, and sunny outside. It's 81 degrees. It's a lot chillier here in Goodyear, Arizona. Good morning. It's Dr. Joe Blake here, your host at the On Point Podcast. And hey, I hope you're having a fabulous day out here today. And got some great information to share with you, as always, here at the On Point, where we help you get your financial point across. Hey, got my team here, kind of under the weather past couple of weeks here, but I still love them. Still a Raven fan as always. All righty. All right. Today's podcast got some great information I'm going to share about spending. This is part two, the fundamentals of spending, and it's a part of the whole concept of financial literacy and understanding the spending pattern. This is highlighting that spending pattern, how to define that spending pattern, and by understanding the fundamentals of spending. Today, we're going to talk more so about three main parts. Your glasses here, get a little older. So the three main things we're going to talk about today are embracing flexibility in spending, ensuring cost controlled efficiency, and building resilience and sustainability as it relates to spending. All right, so let's kind of like get this ball rolling as we continue the spending understanding of those patterns. All righty. Got the jams here going here. All right. And here we go. All right. So as we move on, all right. So embracing flexible spending. Now, when we're looking at flexible spending, you're looking at three parts of adapting market changes. So you got to have a responsive spending strategy, and that spending strategy has to be data driven when you're making a decision, and also continue reviewing and making adjustments to your spending pattern. So when you're looking at it, your organization has to develop your spending pattern. You allow it to have reallocation of your resources, and you make sure you capitalize on emerging markets and opportunities that helps you mitigate your risk. So you're looking at what's happening in the market. Make sure that it's responsive to what's happening in the economy. Like right now, the interest rates have gone down for lending. So you want to respond to that, be able to capitalize on it for your mortgages, for one, be able to take advantage of things that are available. Now you also have a data-driven decision making. You can utilize real-time advantages, take real-time data analytics and work on those changes that are out there. Now consumers can make demands for optimal resource utilization. Now you can make a demand for things that are out there now. So it's data driven for what's happening right now in the economy. So you can adapt to these different market changes that are out there now. So your spending changes. It's now real time. And while these things are happening, you want to make sure you continue to review and adjust. Review and adjust your spending. When you review and adjust your spending, you ensure your organization remains agile. You allow for adjustments of your financial plans. You're able to you're dynamic about it. You're dynamic about those changes, and you maintain a strategic edge. Your strategic alignment is lined up when those changes and adjustments come. You're not rigid. You're not set in your way to be one way, do one way, because you're adjustable. You're able to adjust. You're not set in one direction. You're able to adjust and to capitalize when changes occur. I know sometimes when you see things happen in one direction, you want to stay the course. You want to stay the course when things are going well, and at the same time, when opportunity comes along, you want to be able to take advantage of the opportunity, because opportunity is like a moving window, and sometimes when you see that window is moving, now when that window of opportunity comes, it's your chance to take advantage of that opportunity, because once that window passes, it passes you by. And there's no telling when that opportunity comes around again. It could be a year, or it could be 10 years. And who knows when it's going to come back again. So when that window comes, you want to jump through that, take advantage of that window of opportunity, because you don't never know when to come back again. I think the rates haven't been this low in like 10 or 15 years. It's been a while. So you want to take advantage of this opportunity. It could be longer than that. I think it's like 20. So you don't want to wait another 20 years or so for the rates like that to change again before you're able to take advantage of them. So be mindful of that. All right. So response to unforeseen circumstances. So your proactive risk assessment. You want to be proactive with it. You want to conduct regular risk assessments to identify potential unforeseen circumstances. You want to enable your have contingency plans out there to swiftly implement changes when challenges arise. You want to have a dynamic resource allocation that you can put in place. You want to have resources there. And the part about strategy, when we shared about your personal plan, was having those four windows of success: short term, long term, I love me fund, and then there's a retirement fund. So when you have those four windows already solidified, when something happens, you have that emergency fund to take advantage when there's an emergency. You have that I love me fund when it's time to take your vacation. So when something dynamic comes along, you have a sale that comes up, you're ready to make a purchase, you have those funds available to take advantage of when that sale is there, because you have your windows already set aside to take advantage when opportunities are around. So it's important to have those different goals and objectives already in place. So you have your four windows there, and whenever the opportunity comes along for the objective to become available, you have the funds already there. You're not trying to scrape it up. You're not trying to pull it from nowhere. You already have those windows already set aside. All right. So that's having dynamic resources already allocated for that opportunity that comes along. So stakeholder communication. The stakeholders in your organization, you're dealing with those folks that have a stake in what's happening for the company, and those stakeholders could be internal or external stakeholders. But it's essential that you foster some type of transparency, and they know what's available. They also know they are part of problem solving, and they align with the strategic priorities for the organization. And when things need choices or decisions need to be made, they're aware of it and they're aligned with you. So, okay, hey, we need to allow this to happen. You're talking with the stakeholders. These things are coming up, and for the corporation, we need to allow this to happen. And your family, you're talking with your spouse or your partner. Hey, hey, baby, this is what we got going for the house. Then if we do this right here, this can happen. We need to take advantage of it when it comes along. So you have those discussions with your family members to allow them to understand what's happening, occurring right now, so things can happen for the family. So when you have communications, they need to be open with one another, open to a point where choices can be made, and those choices can be made when that window of opportunity comes along. Because if you don't have those communications either before or while that window is present, that window passes, there goes that opportunity. The chance to take advantage of that opportunity just passes you by. So when those unforeseen circumstances come along and you miss them, you miss out. You're done. You missed your chance. It's all good. It's gone. Oh man, you don't want to miss that opportunity, man. It's something when you miss it. So balancing flexible strategic goals. So three ways that you want to balance it. One, you want to have integrity and flexibility in there. Two, you want to have those resources available. And then three, you want to have them aligned. You want to have alignment and review. You want to have it aligned and review. So you want to have flexibility in there so you can make the choice. You want to have it balanced. You want to have it have it be able to align when changing circumstances comes along. You want to have the resources allow for quick adjustment. You can quickly make those adjustments. So when you have your windows available, you can make those quick adjustments because you already have those funds set aside for that purpose. You already have them there for that purpose. So when the purpose comes, You don't have to. You're already ready for it. You don't have to say, "Oh man, I gotta wait till they do this." No, they're there for that purpose. They're there for that purpose. And continuous alignment is having enough for what you need to happen when it's there. So okay, you know this trips. You want to take this trip. You planning for this trip, and you know this trip is you're going to have this trip in December. And then now that the trip is coming up in December, but for some reason they're having sale on airline tickets, and you say, "Oh man, they have the airline tickets." That instead of paying 400 for these airline tickets, now they got a quick sale, and instead of 400, they're 200. Boom! Time to jump on those airline tickets. Instead of paying 400, you got half price. Yeah, so you're able to align and capitalize when that comes along. So I mean, being flexible like that, you have strategic goals you want to accomplish. The planning aspect of it is, and the spending aspect of it is paramount when you have those goals lined up. So regular reviewing your spending pattern, helping to maintain and enable your organization to pivot when necessary is important, and that's a continued review and alignment of your spending pattern. Making sure that you have critical initiatives and available when you're ready to fund your event, and also looking at the long-term objectives and being able to foster communication within the family, within loved ones, to take advantage of opportunities as they come along. Now, as we press on, examples of flexible spending practices. Look at some examples of those. Scenario-based spending, there's rolling forecasts, and then there's performance-based adjustments. So scenario-based, you're looking at organizations that implement scenario-based. You want to create a when I say multiple budgets, multiple ways of spending those funds. You look at maybe your spending practice over a quick adjustment. Circumstances may change. Maybe alignable goals. So I mentioned how if you have you want to take a vacation in December and you had the funds already set, but then there's a sale that comes up on airline. I mean, you want to take advantage of that. Well, another one is like, Christmas is coming up. I mean, you've been planning for Christmas since January, so there are going to be sales coming up from now until December for those to come up. There's also like I know there's certain things I want technology wise. Well, I know that Black Friday's coming, and that's when a lot of technological things will be on sale. I already had the fund set aside. Black Friday come, boom, that's when I'm going to get them. So that's my target. That's my target date. Now, something comes up before then, and I know they're going to be on sale before that. Boom, that's when I'm going to get them. But until then, boom, that's my scenario. I'm going to get it then. Then there's rolling forecasts. This approach, when you look at it, decision you're fostering, you're spending in a certain environment, a certain time, and that one is Black Friday. I know that's certain scenario, certain forecast but I'm going to look at spending in that case. But it's continuous. You continuously updating your spending pattern. You continue updating. Okay, well now I know I want this type of monitor that I want to get. I want this type of computer. Not necessarily a laptop computer. I want to get what's called a Mac Studio, because it's going to do different functions that I want. So I want to know what I want. I want to allocate what I want to have for it, and then I may change it later. I may want to get a different type of studio computer, not regular desktop, but a different one. But that forecast calls for that, and when I'm going to get it is that time. Now, performance-based adjustments. Those are looking at resources that have a strategic alignment in a certain spending direction. So I'm looking at spending in a technology direction for my business. Technology helps me do what I'm doing right here, having a podcast for my business. For you, it could be something different. For you, it could be if you are a crafting business, you may want to get not necessarily technology, but you want to get a new sewing machine. So if that's your style, then you want to look at the different sewing machines that are available. So and that decision for you can be getting, whether it be a regular sewing machine, an embroidering machine, or Serger, just different types of sewing machine. There are different ones that are out there. You want to purchase those. If you are looking into, say, if you're in the health field, there are different things that are out there for health. You could be um, maybe a health machine, a health um, water bottle. There are different hydrogen bottles that you can buy now to help you drink different hydrogen types of water. So performance based could be getting something in that field that'll help you monitor your intake of water or the type of water that you intake. So different things like that. Performance based. You look at those, making those adjustments to help you better prepare yourself in business. So different examples. So you identify different examples of spending flexible spending practices. Uh, the point three, earning cost control and efficiency. Identify cost optimizing opportunities. So here we're doing analyzing your spending patterns and leaving technology solutions and also enabling stakeholders and insights. Now with this, get notes here. You're analyzing the spending pattern, leveraging technology solutions, and engaging stakeholders' insights. You want to look at analyzing that spending pattern. How often you're going to spend those funds, when you're going to spend those funds, what costs you're going to use to do it effectively. You're going to do it monthly. You're going to do it at one time, one specific time. What technology solution are you going to use? Is it going to be digital? Is it going to be analog, or is it going to be? I mean, do you need, like here's lighting? I like lighting right here. So what are you going to need? Is it going to be something automated? Are you going to use? Is it going to be operational type, or is it going to use something that's going to help your management style? And you're going to engage other stakeholders. You're going to need some folks that are on your team. You're going to need cost saving measures. Or you're going to look at ways to increase your cultural aspect of it. Or you're going to reach out to other members of your environment in your business. Anything you maybe increase the financial aspect of people getting involved in your business. So different stakeholders that are involved in purchasing your product, maybe those that are getting involved in your podcast, getting involved in your purchasing your business. So different stakeholders that optimize the cost of being involved in your business. Are you looking at different ways to maximize that? And spending, is it cost effective to be involved with your business? Is it cost effective for someone to invest in your business? So those different spending patterns, you want to look at those as well, and how someone can get involved, or as a client, or get involved as an investor of some sorts in your business also. All right, implementing effective resources as a management. You want to align your resources for strategy, continuous monitoring and adjustments, foster a culture of accountability. And that culture of accountability is for you as a business owner, and for your members as being when I say your members, they're your partners that are in business with you, because those resources and those strategies have to align with making sure that you're on time, on budget, with making your business operate. Because when you're on time and on budget, and your business is operating and functioning in the way it should function, you're completing your projects on time. You have your like your podcast. You're having those frequently left up on time. Your books are being published on time. Your products are being serviced, and they're being rendered to the customers on time. So you want to make sure your strategy for your business is out there. Your adjustments as far as when your products are being serviced are being completed, and the culture, which is your shared values in your organization, being implemented among your teammates in a proper fashion as well. So all those require efficiency in your costs, efficiency in your expenditures being aligned with one another, and making sure that everybody's on point with the spending process. And I think about the last one. Maybe the last one here. All right, measure the impact of cost control, tools, technology integration, performance matrix, and collaborating spending too. So all those things help you keep control of things. All those things help you keep things in order, making sure the processes are all completed. Now, building resilience, you want to have long-term investment focus, you want to have adaptive spending practice, and you want to have make sure all your resources, you have a strategic resource allocation as well. And sustainable practices include long-term environment impact, social responsibility, and waste reduction. You're not wasting any time. You're not wasting any resources. You're not wasting anyone else's resources to have things happen for the company, for the corporation as a whole. You're looking at the long term. There's like a triple bottom line when your business. Environment is money, environment, and the social bottom line when you're looking at your business. You want to make sure that the long term, you're making sure things are in order. The corporation is functioning on time and in time. Socially, you make sure people understand what's happening. The environment, the people that are looking at your company, everything is in order. And you make sure there's no waste. You're not wasting product. You're not wasting resources. You're not wasting a cultural responsibility of people that are part of who you are, what you do in your company. And then long-term recovery growth, aligning your strategic vision with financial resources. You're making sure that the investment and innovation is there. I mean, there's new things that are coming out all the time, and you want to capitalize on that. You want to monitor and evaluate what you're doing. Monitor and evaluate your spending in your business. There's different ways that you can get your point across in your business. So you look at the strategic spending, prioritize your investment in your business, any type of monitoring that you can do, feedback you can provide, timely adjustments in your business. So you look at I always prepare for, I always kind of use this as a model. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Prepare for the things that can go right or wrong in your business, and at the same time hoping, okay, Lord, make this work for my organization, make this work for my business. So these things will always go well when you're preparing. So I know this is a lot of information I gave you. You can always pause and reread and look at some of the information that's on the PowerPoint that gave more detail, gives you more detail. Some of the four main fundamentals I want you to remember. The four main points there. You want to look at different traits, spendthrift tendencies, look at the spending habits, and a wealth-building approach. These are like four, I call them the four spending patterns that you may have. So you watch out how you are, who you are as a spender, and how you are as a spender. You can identify it. See if you're a spenderaholic, if you're a spendthrift, penny pincher, or a wealth building approach to your spending. Identify the type of spender you are, and it lets you know, okay, how you'll be as a spender. So identify how you are, and then adjust as you go along. So in all of that, I just wanted to show you the book here. You get a chance to scan that QR code. You can purchase the legacy book here to give you more information about the legacy that we're talking about. All this is about legacy, being able to transfer the knowledge from one generation to the next generation of wealth. They also the QR code in the upper left-hand corner. That one talks more. That's download the app. In the app you can get has more detailed information. It gives you more of the concepts that the concepts that I share. Has the little left-hand side of the hamburger. It also has, you can download that. It has the courses that are available online that you can take for financial literacy and financial legacy. It has the different memory models that I talk about, the 4 windows of success. It also has the memory model for investments in there as well. So download the app and get that information there. Also want to remind everyone to like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribing to the channel helps us continue to grow as a organization, also as a podcast here. and want to always help you, always have you do that, like and subscribe for where we are. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to us. Thank you for hearing what I have to share, and always remind you to stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on point. This has been Dr. Joe Blake here with the On Point Podcast, and we'll see you again here next week, same time, same bad channel. Have a great day.